자, 그러면 11월 22일 화요일 모닝 헤드라인스 뉴스캐스터 레이와 함께 시작합니다.
Foreign ministers of the G7 have urged the UN Security Council to take further significant measures in response to the latest intercontinental ballistic missile launch by North Korea.
주요 7개국 G7 외무장관들은 북한의 대륙간탄도미사일 발사를 강력하게 규탄하면서 UN 안전보장이사회의에 추가적인 중대 조처를 촉구했습니다.
A 5.6 magnitude earthquake struck the main Indonesian island of Java on Monday, killing scores of people, with reports saying the tremor could be felt in the capital Jakarta, about 100 kilometers away.
인도네시아 자바섬에 어제 규모 5.6의 지진이 발생해 다수의 사망자가 발생하고 100km 떨어진 수도 자카르타에서도 일부 건물이 흔들렸습니다.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump's Twitter account has been reinstated after being banned following the January 6 attack on the Capitol in 2021.
지난 2021년 1월 6일 미국 연방의사당 공격 이후 영구 정지 제재를 받았던 도널드 트럼프 전 미국 대통령의 트위터 계정이 복구됐습니다.
Incumbent Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev has won a resounding victory in a snap presidential election, emboldening him to further distance himself from Russia.
카심 조마르트 토카예프 카자흐스탄 현직 대통령이 조기 대선에서 승리하면서 러시아와 일정 거리를 유지하는 외교 정책에 힘이 실렸습니다.
Powerful explosions have rocked the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine, and the IAEA chief saying the forces behind the shelling are playing with fire.
우크라이나 자포리저 원자력 발전소가 또다시 포격을 당했습니다. 이에 국제원자력기구 IAEA 사무총장은 포격의 배후에 누가 있든 불장난을 하고 있다고 비판했습니다.
Christmas markets across Europe are scaling back due to the energy crisis and climate breakdown, ditching seasonal ice rinks for roller skating and switching on lights for less time.
유럽 국가들이 에너지 위기와 기후 변화에 대응하기 위해 크리스마스 시장 운영 규모를 축소하고 있습니다. 야외 스케이트장 운영을 중단하고 점등 시간도 단축하기로 했습니다.
Morning Headline Expressions.
In the first headline, we looked at the expression to urge someone to do something.
Yeah, you really try hard to convince them or persuade them to do something.
누군가에게 무엇을 촉구하다의 의미입니다. Urge someone to do something. 자, 그 다음 헤드라인에서는요. A lot of people or
Scores of people. And you can do this with anything, right? There are scores of animals at the zoo. There were scores of cars on the road.
Yeah, definitely. Scores of people are writing in right now.
Great.
So scores
Keep
of
'em
people, many people 이란 뜻입니다. In the third headline, to be reinstated.
So this we were talking about Trump's account, Trump's
Yeah.
Twitter account. So he had an account. It was one of the most viewed and discussed,
Definitely.
probably the most discussed Twitter account of all time. But then he was banned. So now they've decided to lift the ban. His account has been restored.
Right.
It's been reinstated.
They have lifted the ban. 더 이상 트위터 계정을 사용하지 못하게 했다가 이렇게 금지됐던 것이 이제는 해제가 된, lifting이 됐는데요. 그래서 계정이 복구됐다. The account has been reinstated. 자, 그 다음에 헤드라인 넘버 4에서는요. 압도적인 승리라는 뜻으로 You could say a landslide victory, but the expression used here was
A resounding victory. For a second, I thought maybe you were talking about the England and Iran match last night, because that was
What was the score for
6-2.
that?
So
That was a resounding victory for
that
England.
absolutely was a resounding victory as well.
6-2였어요.
And a resounding victory means very clear, very decisive by a wide margin. In this election in Kazakhstan, it was
그랬군요.
81.3% of the vote.
네, 아우, 그랬네요. 정말 압도적으로 이란과의 경기에서 어젯밤에 영국이 6대2로 승리를 했어요. 그러니까 스포츠에서도 많이 쓰는 표현입니다. A landslide victory, a resounding victory. 자, 그 다음으로요. To rock something or someone.
Someone, that's the phrase we used when I was younger, when I played ice hockey. If you took a very big body check, you would say, "Oh, you got rocked." Because then you're really shaken up by it, and you hit the ice, and you don't feel normal for a while, and that's what this meant. We were talking about the artillery fire from landing near this nuclear power plant, so it would kind of shake it, but it didn't strike it.
그 shake의 느낌이 살아있는 거죠. rock라는 동사는 이제 뒤흔들다 의미가 있습니다. 자, 마지막 표현은요. to scale back였어요.
Scale back. In this case, they're going to do less. So a lot of times you might see this phrase in production. Right? Like in factories, if there's an oversupply of whatever product they're making, they might scale back production, produce less. If there's a shortage of supply and really high demand, they might actually scale up production.
Yeah.
You can do that as well.
그래요. 규모를 축소하다는 scale back가 되겠습니다. 자, 오늘 헤드라인에서 나온 표현들 리뷰해봤고요. 모닝 헤드라인 익스프레션스는 오디오 어학당과 유튜브에서 무료로 다시 듣기 하실 수 있습니다.